to Cooking with Gloria. I'm Gloria, and today I am preparing for you shrimp noodle soup. It comes out delicious and is perfect for this weather. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. These are my ingredients. I have tomato, white onion, bell pepper, garlic cloves, 3 Serrano chilies, cilantro, chicken bouillon, little pieces of bacon. I have Serrano chili in oil that's already cooked. I have 1 can of coconut milk, 1 can of tomato, spaghettis, my chicken broth, and of course the star is the shrimp. So let's get started. Let's prepare this soup at home, and we know what we are offering our family. Okay, I'm gonna start with my veggies. I'm gonna start with my bell pepper. I'm gonna slice it very thinly. It's nice and cleaned. I have deveined it. There's no seeds inside. This is the way I like to cut my bell pepper. I'm gonna put it aside. I'm going to continue with my tomato. I'm gonna cut it the same way I cut my bell pepper in slices, nice and thin. My onion, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm only using half an onion. When you cut it, just make sure that you take it apart, everything apart, so when you add it to your pan, everything cooks evenly. I have my garlic cloves here. I'm gonna slice them very thin slices, really nice and thin. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with my cilantro. I'm gonna cut my cilantro in very small pieces because I'm gonna add the cilantro to the soup, and I'm gonna reserve a little bit for my plate. Look at this. Nice small little pieces. I am ready to take all my veggies and everything I have cut to my pan. My pan is nice and hot. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm gonna mix it completely. When everything is nice and dissolved, I'm gonna add my green chilies and my onion. I'm gonna saute them until they're nice, and they're still going to be a little bit crispy. We don't wanna overcook them. So we're gonna mix everything. We want everything to be nice incorporated with the coconut oil. It takes a couple minutes. Now I'm gonna add my tomato, and I'm gonna incorporate it. I'm gonna cook it for 2 to 3 minutes so everything starts getting nice and blended. Everything starts loosening up the juices, and it starts combining. At this point, I'm going to add my garlic cloves. I like to add the garlic cloves towards the end so they don't get burned or they don't stick to the bottom, and they start releasing all that flavor. I'm going to add my coconut milk, the whole can. This is what's gonna give the soup such a delicious and creamy flavor. I'm gonna mix it, incorporate it, because as you could see, there's still big chunks of the milk, of the coconut milk, and that's what we want to dissolve before we add our tomato sauce. So we're gonna mix it completely about 2 to 3 minutes so everything is nice and dissolved. and incorporate it. When you start smelling the coconut, it's time to add the tomato sauce. Okay, we're gonna add it. We're gonna mix it, incorporate with everything else. And we are going to add our chicken bouillon. Remember, the chicken bouillon is to taste. If you like a little bit more salty, you could add a little bit of salt or a little bit more of chicken bouillon. I am adding my chicken broth. Okay, and I'm gonna let this simmer in medium-low heat. When it's nice and simmering, I'll see you back. I'm going to wash my shrimps. They are nice and they have no skin. They have been deveined. And I'm just gonna rinse them through very good under the warm water. And I'll show it to you how exactly they look. They have been deveined. They're cut right in the center of the shrimp. Look at this. All of them are nice and clean. Okay, these are ready. Let me put them aside. My soup is nice. The broth is nice and thick. I'm gonna add the chilies. I'm gonna add the spaghetti, the noodles. I have cut the noodles in half, so they're not that long, okay? So I'm gonna add the noodles. The noodles are gonna give the broth a little thickness because of the starch. But this soup comes out really good and really delicious. It's a little bit thick, but yet very delicious with flavor. I wanted to show you how this looks. I have it in medium-low. My noodles are already getting nice and soft. Look at this. We want to cook it nice and slow so everything is incorporated and the juice, the liquid is going to be a little thick because of the pasta. So we're going to let it cook for about 10 minutes in medium-low, and I'll see you back when I'm ready to add the cilantro and the shrimp. I wanted to show you how this looks. I have it in medium-low. My noodles are already getting nice and soft. Look at this. We want to cook it nice and slow so everything is incorporated and the juice, the liquid is going to be a little thick because of the pasta. So we're going to let it cook for about 10 minutes in medium-low, and I'll see you back when I'm ready to add the cilantro and the shrimp. I wanted to show you how this looks when my noodles are nice and fluffy, nice and tender. The liquid has reduced just a little bit, and now it's time to add the cilantro and the shrimp. I am ready to add my shrimp. Look at this. Oh, they look so beautiful in here in this pasta. And I'm going to add the cilantro. It takes just a couple minutes before everything starts cooking up, but the cilantro and the shrimp look so beautiful. Look at this. Look how nice they look. Okay, we're just gonna mix it and wait a couple minutes. When the shrimp turns color, then it's time to turn it off. I'll see you back. I have added my shrimp and my cilantro. We do not want to cook the shrimp too much. As soon as it turns pink, we turn off the stove and then we're ready to serve. We don't want to cook the shrimp, overcook the shrimp. So I'll see you in a little bit. I wanted to show you that my shrimp has changed color. It's nice and pink, and I am ready to serve me and see how this came out. done. This is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward tasting my recipes. I have combined it with some really spicy chili. It's called matcha chili, cilantro, a little bit of bacon, nice and crispy. If you don't want to add the bacon, that's fine. It's optional. But this soup comes out very good and very delicious. Well, you know, I like very spicy food, so I added a Serrano chili. And let's see how this came out, my friends. Oh, this looks amazing. Look how this, it's very hot, okay? Be careful, excuse me. Mmm. Mmm. Definitely very delicious. This soup came out nice and tender. The shrimp is really nice and tender. We did not overcook it. Remember, as soon as you put the shrimp, as soon as it starts getting pink, turn off the stove because we don't want to overcook the shrimp. The shrimp cooks very fast and very easily. Well, this soup came out perfect. I know, my friends, that you and your family will love it and will enjoy it. It's something simple to prepare at home, especially with this cold weather, but it's delicious. What you make at home, you know what you are offering your family. Thank you so much for watching my video from start to end. I really do appreciate it. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, share my video on social media so more people get to know Cooking with Gloria. Don't forget to push the notification bell. So every time I make a new recipe, yes, my friends, you are notified. Before I say, I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying my shrimp noodle soup. Bye-bye.